This 1970s statement office chair simply cannot go into landfill. Let's give it a makeover. The original Mission Brown color coatings have cracked, worn, and delaminated. And there's a brittle residue where gaffer tape once was. Stage 1. Surface prep. Clean the leather with spot and prep. Scrub thoroughly with a brush, and wipe with a microfiber cloth. Use a white cloth, it shows the dirt. Clean leather is the first foundation of a lasting result. Be sure to remove any oils, waxes, and silicones that could prevent good coating's adhesion. Leather, clean. Cloth, into the wash. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Sand until clean and smooth. Nice. Sand the entire surface. Sanding is the second foundation of a lasting result. Coatings stick best to a keyed surface. .800 grit sandpaper is usually a good choice. Wipe down to remove sanding dust. Pre-prime the areas that will be repaired. Allow the water-based primer to air dry, or use a hairdryer to speed up the process. Stage 1 is complete. Stage 2. Repairs. Leather filler is a soft, adhesive, flexible paste. Tint it with leather paint, then apply it in thin layers. Press it into the cracks, then wipe away the excess. By the way, the chair is going to be a deep, dappled olive green when done. Hence, the green filler. Fill any scuffs or holes. And remember, use multiple thin layers with curing between each layer. After a couple of palette knifed layers, apply filler with a sponge using a stucco technique. Apply another layer or two. Then switch to white filler to see where any crevices remain. Finesse, cure, and sand the repairs. Aim for a texture that looks and feels like leather grain. Smooth with soft mounds. Stage 3. Finishing. The third foundation of durability is priming. Primer is an adhesion promoter. It helps the new color stick to the old color. Apply 1 or 2 coats. When the primer is dry, apply the first coat of color. Work quickly and avoid disturbing the coatings while they are in the process of drying. The color won't look even. Don't worry, it will become even with additional coats. Push the color into the crevices and wipe away any excess. This ultra-refined, self-leveling color coating gives a sleek, grain-hugging result. Coverage builds with multiple thin coats. Go over the stitching and press the color around the buttons. The first coat is done. Continue to apply the colorant in thin layers. 3 coats. 4 coats. Now, remember how we said we were going to change the color to a deep, dappled olive green? It's time to get creative. We're chasing a two-tone effect without a spray gun. Can we do it? Cut a sponge into a triangle. Apply black color along all of the architectural lines, the joins, seams, and buttons. Load the sponge with the base color and the accent color. Working quickly, apply the colors with a dabbing or stippling action, gently blending the two tones. Apply the two-tone dappling to all areas. When the first accent coat is dry, apply a second two-tone coat. The next step unifies the color, resulting in a cohesive, gently dappled or mottled effect that gives natural, vintage vibes. Blend a mix of the accent color with clear top coat. This creates a tinted glaze coat. Apply 1 or more glaze coats until pleased with the aesthetic. We apply 2 coats. Have a helper hold the seat away from the inner armrest. Apply color, then dry it quickly with a hairdryer. Allow to cool before letting the surfaces touch. It's time for the final layers. 2 coats of clear top coat. This rub-resistant coating seals and protects the color codes. Ta-da! The finished product. This job took about 7 hours to complete. The videographer also held a hairdryer most of the day. We love it. Before. After. Feels sleek and smooth to touch. The repaired seat is flexible. We used a brush, cloth, gloves, sponges, Spontan prep, filler, sandpaper, palette knife, primer, olive leather paint, black leather paint, aniline forest leather paint, and top coat satin. After 2 weeks, when the new coatings have finished curing, condition and protect the leather using the leather care kit. To restore suppleness to the leather, treat it with a leather softener once or twice a year.
Should I do a second glaze coat? I'm thinking it's good enough. Now we just go